Ticket Machine is the official ticket broker of Spartan Nation. No matter what you need a ticket for, border to border, coast to coast, the Ticket Machine is your ticket source. So whether you need to get into the hottest concerts, the best sporting events, you want the best seats in the house, or you just want to get in the door, when you want to go to any event that requires a ticket, anywhere, border to border, coast to coast, it's always theticketmachine.com. Theticketmachine.com, 517-655-3201. Check it out today at theticketmachine.com.
Welcome back, Spartan Nation Radio. Great to have you here, everybody. We now bring in legendary State of Michigan Prep High School, and that's a football and basketball coach, legendary coach, the great coach Chuck Grenier joins us each and every week. We're talking the good, the bad, and the ugly. This time about Spartan basketball. Coach, monster win over Ohio State. Nick Ward gets injured. He's going to be out a while. I don't think he's going to be out the whole rest of the season at all. But he is going to be out a while. Maybe they'll be able to get a protective cast on there and get him to play some. But at the end of the day, this is still a team that even without Nick right now, I think still has a shot at winning a share of the Big Ten title. So let's go over the good, the bad, and the ugly, starting with the Ohio State game. How about Kenny Goins? He just continues to be a star.
Yeah, it was a monster win in just so many ways because, you've got foul trouble in that game. You got Nick getting hurt in that game. You got guys stepping up big time in the game, the starters, the guys that are in the rotation the most. And then you also have guys like Kithier coming on and playing just superb basketball while he's in there. So it's a monster game. Kenny Goins looks like he's going to be your number 3 option at this time. And, it was impressive in just so many levels.
Coach, I don't know if you saw the post-game interview with Chris Holtman, the coach at Ohio State, but I asked him about Kenny Goins, and he talked about he's undervalued, not by coaches, called him a terrific player, couldn't believe he had been a walk-on. I mean, that kind of praise is pretty stunning when it comes from an opposing coach, is it not?
Well, I would think so, and I think every coach in the Big Ten, every coach that they played outside of the Big Ten, realizes the importance of a Kenny Goins type player. This is a guy that is not a headlines type player that shows up with his lunchbox every day, just works his butt off, works hard, is solid in every facet of the game. And you just got to appreciate a guy like Kenny Goins and to be a walk-on and to play at this level. He's just superb. And I think every opposing coach would have to look at him and say, where's my Kenny Goins? I wish I had one of those guys.
Totally agree. Coach, let's keep going. Cassius Winston does not have a good night shooting, but again, he continues to impact the game. He's just grown so much as a player. It's hard to discount Cassius Winston, isn't it?
No, it's like the player, what is it? The Energizer Bunny. That's it, Energizer Bunny, that just keeps on playing and playing. But those batteries are wearing down a little bit, and I think you saw that in the Ohio State game. The more that they can get him to rest, the better. But Cassius still, I think what is happening with some of the turnovers that he does make, dribbling down the corner and giving up a dribble and then getting trapped and those kind of things, I think that's mental more than anything else. But the amount of energy that he puts into a game, the amount of responsibility that he has into a game will continue to wear him down, both physically and mentally, but he is playing at a superior level. So he's just doing a marvelous job.
Talking about guys playing at a superior level, how about Matt McQuaid?
Last time we talked, said, what player do we really need to come on this time? And I said, it was Matt McQuaid. And sure enough, in the Ohio State game, things are thick at that point, and then he just starts bombing them and finding. And the thing that I found most impressive about yesterday's game with Matt McQuaid is how he was going early in the game, being aggressive. Now, he was going into the lane and shooting those shots, kind of a fadeaway shot that he was shooting. They were down and out, and they weren't falling in for it. But that's what they need from Matt McQuaid. They need him to be aggressive, finding a shot, and opening up the floor for the rest of the guys. But Matt McQuaid, terrific defense, terrific team player at this time. And when he is hitting from outside, it's a different team and totally.
Coach, to you, what's the biggest positive for this team and the biggest negative?
The biggest positive, I think, is the play of Kithier coming on, because Nick's going to be out or limited for the next few weeks. And I think the game that Kenny Goins has, his outside game, I thought the most impressive shot that Kenny Goins made in the game yesterday is when Ohio State came down and ran, I think it was one goal. And he was at the elbow, and he just shot the ball and it went in. I thought that was the most impressive shot. It was a mid-ranger. I thought that was totally impressive, because that gives them the option of having that spot in the floor be open for them if anybody wants to come out, or any team wants to come out and run some zone against them. I think the downside of this team right now is not having that backup point guard to give Winston just a little bit more time. Now, Foster Loyer comes in, and he plays pretty well, but I watch Izzo on the sideline, and Foster, he's got a pretty short leash. He made a bad pass there, and as soon as he made a bad pass during that game, this was in the second half, I believe it was second half, Izzo turns right around and he goes right to Winston on that one, and Winston comes in the back play. So he doesn't have the confidence from Izzo at this time, but that's what he's got to continue to work hard, play hard, and find a shot, find a way to get a shot off this time. I think that's the most down part of this team.
I think Foster Loyer is going to be a really, really good player. I think he's going to be a great player, but I think confidence is the issue with him. Not only confidence as a player, but you talk about him as a shooter. I think he's had enough shots blocked. He's nervous.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think he just, at the beginning of the season, midway through the season now, I think he just didn't adjust his shot to the college game, where you have these really long, quick players out on the perimeter that can get to your shot. In high school, he didn't have to worry about that so much.
Coach, we lost you. Coach, we lost you there for a second.
I'm sorry. It's sometimes up here the telephone just doesn't work real well up here sometimes. But anyway, I think he lost his confidence because in high school he didn't play against really long, quick, strong players. And you're exactly right on Foster Loyer. He is going to be a really good ball player for Michigan State. You can tell that by the hustle and the knowledge he shows on the court. Now, if you were watching the game yesterday, you know that he's picking up his quickness and his speed in defending players. But watch him off the ball, watch him pointing out the defense, watch him being verbal on defense. He's going to be all right. Now, the thing he's got to do, I think, is find out how he can get a shot. And once he finds out that he can get a shot and be an offensive threat, I think he's going to be, he's going to be just fine.
All right, I got a quick question for you, Coach. And again, this is no slam on Foster Loyer. This is just the reality of the situation. If I'd have told you this summer the biggest impact player from Clarkston was going to be Thomas Kithier, would you believe me?
No, I wouldn't have, because of the off year that he had. He got, otherwise, I don't know if I screwed by Michigan High School Athletic Association. He spent a year off. That's a lot of rust for a basketball player, having a year off. And I thought Loyer would come in and he would do a much better job of scoring than he is right now. But Thomas Kithier, I'm all in on Thomas Kithier right now. He just comes in and he works. I think the best role models Thomas Kithier has right now, Xavier Tillman and Kenny Goins. And he comes in and he plays exactly like those two guys play. Hard, intelligent, and, he's just on the attack all the time. He doesn't sit back. Now, he did have a couple problems with Wesson, the big center, yesterday. That's just being a rookie. That's all that is. But he battled, he pushed, he shoved, he hit, he did everything he needed to do. got another putback basket, got into position, rebounded well, played defense well. Yeah, Thomas Kithier is going to help out considerable right now with Nick's injury.
I totally agree, and I think it's going to be interesting to watch how he grows and matures, because the kid gets, 6, 8, 10 points just because he's a scrapper. That is the great Coach Chuck Grenier, legendary State of Michigan high school football and basketball coach, with his weekly Good, Bad, and Ugly on Spartan Sports.